literally, I forgot to set my alarm this morning, and I'm not kidding you. At 2 minutes before I was supposed to wake up, I woke up and was kind of like, thank you, God. I appreciate that. So happy daylight savings time to all the women here this morning. Happy Women's International Day. So just a little celebration. Thank you, ladies. What could we do without you? I say about that is what we could do without you. So we really appreciate you. We're going to start doing a little bit of a celebration today, celebrating Lent. As you know, Lent is where you give some things up. And I thought about that, and I said, I think I'll give up procrastination. But then I thought, I'll wait till next year, right? And then I thought, maybe what I'll do is I'll give up negativity. And I said, that's never going to work. That's probably never going to work. And then I thought, well, you know what? Maybe gossiping, maybe I do that. And I thought, that's a great idea. So from now on, I'm just going to call it concerned sharing. No more gossiping. We're going to be focusing on concerned sharing. Isn't it fun? Isn't life kind of cool? I just find that this dance that we do here, when we really start to understand, we really start to open our hearts, to me, the possibilities are endless in terms of what we can create, what we can do. It's the whole reason why I walked into those doors 45 years ago and never left. And to me, whether you're here for the first time, and if you are, by the way, hi, welcome. I hope to get to know you a little bit. It's an opportunity to really explore. I love that about Unity, because Unity allows you to go play. It's like, imagine, if you will, like this is just a great big spiritual play box. That's it. That's all we're doing. And you get to go play with it. And so you get to go explore. And we're never going to sit there and say, don't do that, ever. Why? Because what we know is that every single one of you has your own unique way of going back home. And that way, for me, is going to look a whole lot different than for Scott or for Connie or for Gretchen. And it's going to be different for each and every one of us. So what does that mean? What it means is that we believe that you've got this little thing inside of you. It's a homing device, and it's constantly tapping you on the shoulder. And if you listen to it, which is really you just listening to your heart and soul and paying attention to your intuition, that you will be guided home. And what we mean by that is returning to self and returning to the connection with God. That's what we're talking about when we talk about this stuff. And so, and to me, where I'm starting to fall into, and I'm not sure if anybody else is, but it's this idea or thought of really coming into my power, but not being afraid of it. How many people have thought about that, felt that, and went like, whoa, I don't know, that might be a little bit much. Yeah. And what's happening with me now is like Spirit is telling me, like, no, Mike, it's time. It's time to fully step into your power. It's time to fully acknowledge and receive and step into your divinity. It's time to quit playing small. And so what's happening is, instead of coming from, can I, instead of coming from, should I, instead of coming from, will I ever be able to, I've completely flipped the language around. And so now my language is more like, I can, I will, and I'm capable. And so now living your life, for me anyways, living my life from that way is almost a complete 180 from where I was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And I often say this when I'm up here, and it's the truth, is the guy you're looking at today is not the guy that you're looking at 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Don't get me 40 years ago, dear God. Don't go there. But I really do believe that each of us are on our own path, and when we commit to it, when we finally honestly say, no, this is what I'm going to do. This is it. I'm going to fully stand in my power. This is it. Then what happens is the universe has no choice but to stand behind you and go, let's go. Why? Because of who and what you are. You are a child, and I almost don't even like using that word, but it kind of helps. But the truth is, you are a child of God. And to me, therefore, what that means is you are it. In other words, you contain that much inside of you, just like all the great masters that have walked the planet have. We have a tendency to focus on Jesus. Spoiler alert, he did an amazing job. I love Jesus. You all know that. But he wasn't the only one who pulled it off. There were others. Lots. and we just don't hear about them, we don't read about them. I would argue there's a reason for that. But the point is that all of that that's inside of each and every one of you is there for you once you decide to make a commitment to it. And then start listening, start paying attention, start following what it's telling you to do. Whether it's a song on the radio, whether it's a book, whether it's a group, whether it's going to hear this crazy guy called Mike talk on Sunday mornings. Cool, let's do it. And then we get to share our stories. That's the best part. But what happens, I find often, is that we wind up believing that for some reason this dream, this thought, this idea could never be true. And if there's anything that I hope happens to you over the course of spending a little bit of time with us, is you finally start to go, wait a minute, there's something he's saying that's going on inside of me. And I'm going to start paying attention to that. I'm going to start listening to that. And I'm going to start following that.
Hey, it's Reverend Mike here. I just wanted to stop for a moment before you get on with your day and thank you so much for spending time with us this morning. It means the world to us, and I just wanted to let you know if there's anything that we can do to make your experience even better, please do not hesitate to reach out by going to our website. I also wanted to offer you the opportunity for us to get together and sit down so I could get to know you a little bit better and answer any questions that you have. I can either do that by either getting together in person, have a cup of coffee, or we can meet online via Zoom. If you're interested, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach me at michael@courage2thrive.com. And lastly, if you find these messages are helping you, we would be tremendously grateful if you'd consider donating to the center. The best and the easiest way to do that is simple. Just go to our website. Again, thank you so much. Hope you have a great day. Hope you're doing well. God bless, and we hope to see you soon. Bye-bye now.